Chapter 15, Scalp Care, Shampooing and Conditioning. If a client is happy with the shampoo, they'll generally be happy with whatever you do. It should be a pleasant, relaxing experience. It's the first impression of your work. You must be able to refer a client to a doctor if you do see a scalp issue. You will sell more retail. They like the smells of those shampoos you're using, and they like the way their hair feels after you've done it. So you will know what products and services are appropriate for each client. This is why you do a consultation beforehand. Scalp care and massage. Requirements for a healthy scalp are cleanliness and stimulation. Scalp treatments, scalp care and massage should be given with a continuous, even motion to stimulate the scalp and to relax the client. These massages can be done before or after a shampoo. But to start at the very beginning, before performing a shampoo service that includes a scalp massage, complete a client intake or health screening form. Client consultation or contraindications. During the consultation, acknowledge and discuss any medical condition your client listed that may produce undesirable side effects for a scalp massage. Ask if they have discussed massage with their physician. It is not recommended for clients with severe uncontrolled hypertension. The proper maintenance of the hair and scalp begins with the hygienic practice of shampooing. Stimulation. Massage is a method of manipulating the scalp by rubbing, tapping, kneading, or stroking it with the hands. It can provide beneficial qualities such as increasing blood circulation and calming tenseness. During a scalp massage, keep the client's head supported and continue contact with the head at all times. Use slow, deliberate motions and a soft touch. There is a difference between massaging as part of a treatment and for relaxation only. The biggest difference right there is the products that you use. Normal hair and scalp treatments. Normal hair and scalp, you're just maintaining. The purpose of it is just for maintenance. You can use almost any product. For a dry hair and scalp, you're going to want to use products with moisturizers and emollients. Avoid strong soaps, mineral oil or sulfonated oil base, greasy preparations, lotions with a high alcohol content. You do not want to use these on a dry hair and scalp. Although, if they are very itchy, you may want to suggest some type of an astringent just on the spots that are itchy. I don't know why it helps. It seems to help a little bit though with that itchiness. And for dry hair and scalp, you also might want to use a scalp steamer rather than putting them under a hood dryer or something that's a little more dry. For oily hair and scalp, manipulate and knead the scalp to increase blood circulation. This needs to get moving around so that that oil will slide down the hair shaft and not stay right on their scalp. Generally, this is caused by overactive sebaceous glands. You're going to see this in a lot of teenagers and preteens. It's not necessarily the products they're using. It's not necessarily that they did not get all their shampoo rinsed out or all their conditioner rinsed out. That I hear that a lot. It's caused by overactive sebaceous glands, which are oil glands. And a lot of that comes with what do teenagers eat. They eat a lot of greasy food, fried, everything. Potato chips, that all comes through in your hair. Anti-dandruff treatments. Use anti-dandruff shampoos and conditioners. The best ones I've found are from Kenra, but that's just my own personal opinion. But I really have had very good luck with that. Dandruff is caused by a fungus called Malassezia. Know that word. Use moisturizing treatments to soften and loosen scales that stick to the scalp. Recommend salon treatments. Rebook these people. Get them in every so often for a treatment. And recommend home care. Retail. You can retail your products to these clients with the dandruff. Again, do not massage someone who has severe hypertension. And don't yap at them the whole time. It's supposed to be relaxing. Okay, you start with brushing the hair. It stimulates the blood circulation to the scalp. It will help remove and loosen dirt, styling products, anything that's kind of gunked up on that hair. And it also gives you an opportunity to examine the scalp. Do not brush before chemical services or if the scalp looks irritated, and shampoo it gently then. That's just kind of an aside. Shampooing. The primary purpose of shampooing is to clean the hair and scalp. To be effective, it must remove all dirt, oil, product, and skin debris without hurting the hair. You should only shampoo as often as necessary. Someone with long, straight, not oily hair can maybe go 2, 3, 4 days sometimes. Someone with short hair that uses a lot of product in their hair is probably going to have to shampoo their hair every day. It just, you know, some can go every other. It's just a personal issue there. Choosing the proper shampoo. Choose the shampoo according to the client's hair, not what you think smells best, or what happens to be your favorite shampoo right now, or something that's new that you want to try out. Use what's good for their hair. Recommend home care products so they don't go to Walmart and buy junk that'll make your work look bad. I don't guarantee my chemical services unless they're using a professional product, because some of those products can take out all that hard work you did. And sometimes all it takes is to say, you just spent $70 on this perm, are you really going to use a $2 shampoo on it? Educate that client. Let them know why. You've just broken a bunch of bonds in their hair, and it's open, the cuticle is open, and do you really want to see a color change is always a big one with the strawberry shampoos that are very red, because those red color molecules that are in the red shampoo will bleed into that hair sometimes. So make sure that you're educating your clients. They know why you're not just trying to sell to get a commission. Okay, why do they need to use it? Your clients are your best advertising. The pH scale. Look for products below a pH of 7. So that brings us to chemistry. Water is the universal solvent. It is capable of dissolving more substances than any other solvent. To purify, sedimentation is where matter sinks to the bottom. Filtration is when it passes through a filter and it catches all of the gunk in the filter. So after purification with water, chlorine is added to kill the bacteria. I notice it a lot here in St. Joe that at certain times of the year, when you turn the water on, you actually can smell the chlorine in it. Usually in the early summer when it first starts getting hot. Just saying, I've noticed it. Boiling water will also destroy most microbes. That's why you will see boil orders when there's been a water main break or something like that. It can also be distilled. Okay, soft water is rainwater or chemically softened. Shampoos will lather better. It takes less shampoo. You're going to get a lot more suds. Hard water contains minerals. Shampoo doesn't lather as well, and it can affect your hair color services. Make sure you're doing a clarifying shampoo on these people before you start the color service, because it can also affect perming and relaxing. So in shampoos, water is the main ingredient. It's purified or deionized. Ingredients are listed in decreasing order by percentage. So water's almost always the first thing. It is always the first thing listed on a bottle of shampoo, because that is the most percentage of what's in that bottle. Surfactants are cleansers. They are a molecule with two ends. You have the hydrophilic, or the head end, which is water attracting, and then you have the lipophilic, which is oil attracting, which is the tail. Other ingredients that might be in there: a moisturizer to add or promote retention of moisture, oils, proteins, preservatives, a foam enhancer, and fragrance. Types of shampoos. pH balanced, 4.5 to 5.5, same as hair and skin. This pH balanced shampoo helps close the cuticle. This is the kind of shampoo that is recommended for chemically treated hair. Conditioning or moisturizing shampoos make the hair appear smoother. They restore moisture and elasticity, they strengthen the hair shaft, and they add volume. Medicated shampoos. These are meant for dandruff or other scalp conditions. Some must be prescribed by a doctor. They can be very strong and they can affect all of your chemical services. Follow the manufacturer's directions very carefully. Clarifying shampoo. Removes metals, iron and copper. Also removes product buildup. Use after swimming and before all chemical services. You always want to have a clean slate to start working with. Balancing shampoo is for oily hair and scalp. It will get rid of excess oil without drying the hair. Dry shampoo, sometimes called powder dry shampoo. It's when a client can't get wet. You can use this. You sprinkle it or you spray it on and you brush it through the hair. Never use this before a chemical service. Also used to fluff hair when doing an updo. I ask my clients to come in for their updos with clean hair. I don't want to mess with dirty hair. But I'm going to spray them with some dry shampoo to rough up that hair just a little bit. Color enhancing shampoos are used to brighten, tone, or add a hint of color, almost like a rinse. That would be like So Silver, Shimmer Lights, something like that. The viral shampoos and conditioners now. And then there are specialty shampoos for hair pieces and wigs, and they are specially made for that. Conditioners. A conditioner is a chemical agent applied to hair to deposit protein or moisturizer. It is a temporary remedy. How do you fix split ends? You don't. You cut them off. It's used to restore shine, manageability, or strength. Takes tangles out. There are 3 basic types of conditioner. Rinse out for normal hair. A treatment is more like a deep conditioner, and then leave-in is usually a spray that you leave in. Just know that sometimes they'll need something a little bit more moisturizing than what's in the leave-in conditioners. And you can take about the size of a pea of your rinse-out conditioner, rub it in your hands, and put it on the hair just like lotion and leave it in. Most conditioners contain silicones and humectants. Humectants are substances that absorb moisture or promote retention of moisture. Silicone reflects light. This makes the hair shiny. Most also contain protein to strengthen the hair from within, so that you don't get any more split ends. The cortex is the second layer of the hair shaft. 90% of the hair strand is made up of the cortex. And it can be penetrated by protein, so you can strengthen that hair. There are also other conditioning agents that we use, thermal protectants, scalp conditioners for just specifically for the scalp, medicated scalp lotions that promote healing, and then scalp astringent lotion, which removes oil accumulation. And a lot of times we'll use that after a scalp treatment to make sure that all the oils are off from the treatment that we gave them. Deep conditioning, also known as a mask or a conditioning pack, is a chemical mixture of concentrated protein and intensive moisture. It does penetrate the cuticle. This is for your fry-bead clients, okay? If that cuticle is standing at attention, wide open, it's really going to go in there. Make sure that when you do a deep conditioning treatment, if you use heat to try and make it penetrate a little better, make sure they're completely cooled off before you rinse that out. Otherwise, you're just going to rinse everything out that you just put in there. And then draping. This is considered just a wet service because it's not really a chemical service, but I tend to drape like I would for a chemical service, towel cape towel, just because it makes the client feel a little more secure. And if their hair does drip, if they have any length at all and it's going to drip, then they're not going to get all wet. So, but a wet service, your haircuts, your shampoo sets, you're going to put a neck strip, your cloth cape, and a towel around the neck before you shampoo. And then for a chemical service, your perms, your relaxers, your colors, anything that's a chemical like that, you're going to do a towel, and then a cape, and then another towel over the top. And that is the end of chapter 15.